Hello everybody and welcome. Today we are going to be making a Mandalorian helmet from the hit TV show Mandalorian. Now getting started, you're going to want to take all your 3D printed pieces and slowly but surely super glue them together. There's really no easy way about this, it's just tedious. You put on the glue and you hold it in place until it's dry. Next up, this footage is us filling in a gap between the front and the back half of the helmet. This happened because the printer bed wasn't level, which was my fault. Easy fix, take support material, cut it out, put it in the seam, and then any space that the support material doesn't take up, you'll just fill in with Bondo, which is what we're going to use to fill all the other seams in the helmet. So it worked out fine, and it's a simple solution in case you mess up printing. Next up, we're going to be filling the seams on the helmet. Now, the way we're going to do that is we're going to take Bondo, which is this toothpaste-like substance. It's going to fill in all the seams, help smooth down the helmet, make sure there's no gaps or lines that aren't supposed to be there. So we have a nice clean look throughout the whole helmet. Now, this stuff, you want to make sure you're in a well-ventilated room. If not, do it outside. Next, we're going to be sanding down the Bondo and pretty much the entirety of the helmet, but the Bondo sanded down the really fine dust particles that you do not want to breathe in. So you need to be outside and wearing a respirator for your safety and the others who live with you. So yeah, really repetitive, really time consuming, but if you can get past this, it's the hardest part of the helmet, just in time consumption, but it's fun in the end because afterwards you get to paint the helmet. Now this here serves the same purpose as the Bondo, but in a can. It sprays it all over the helmet, covers the layer line so you can sand it smooth for a nice smooth finish. Up next we have painting. Now you're going to want to do a thick coat of gloss black with even, and then a nice silver. I forgot to record the black, but the spray painting's pretty obvious how you do it. Now we're going to be weathering. It's super easy to go overboard with this, but you're going to go through with black and brown shoe polish, covering areas of the helmet and then wiping it away so it gets stuck right in those little crevices where dirt or grime would collect on the helmet to make it look more realistic. But again, it is really easy to overdo this, so do not add too much. If you add too much, there's no real way to go back aside from painting the whole helmet. You can always add more, you can't really add less. So take your time and really think about how much you want to add in there. Now, some of you may be curious why I went with a silver instead of a dark steel. I like the silver finish. It's more of a chrome, while the dark steel is more of a metallic, and the chrome is pretty iconic for the Mandalorian, so I went with that. Next is the visor. I make my visors out of tinted plexiglass using plexiglass from the craft store and window tint for automotive use. If you're making just one helmet, I recommend picking up a Hobart's face shield for welding. It's really simple. You just cut your shape, pop it in, so you don't have to cut the plexiglass, tint it, put it in. It's really easy. Depends on the quantity you're using and how much you want to spend. The Hobart's face shields can be kind of hard to come by since everyone and their brother is using it for Mandalorian and clone cosplays, but if you get one, it should be $10 or $15. This helmet build is actually the centerpiece of an even bigger project. To celebrate the Season 2 premiere of The Mandalorian, I will be making the Mandalorian armor cosplay. So like, subscribe, and turn on push notifications to be notified whenever I release a new video, which now should be weekly. Stay happy, healthy, and remember, this is the way.